Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Building $1 Million Business. As always, I'm your host. Let's make sure we get all of our channels on here. Let's see if we can get NC on here. Once we get NC on here, we're ready to fire. This ready. All right, I think we're there. I think we're gonna be in there. Boom. There we go. Welcome back, game changers. Welcome back, go getters. Welcome back, hustlers. Welcome back, mid-level professionals. Welcome back, entrepreneurs. Welcome back, corporate executives. Welcome back. What are we doing? We're building $1 million business. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Hart, in some circles known as that healthcare guy. Depends on where you follow me. And we're building $1 million businesses. The goal here is simple, right? It's to change people's lives. How are we going to do that? But it starts with changing our lives. And when I'm talking about ours, it starts with changing mine. So this bill has taught me more about myself in the last 3 months than I probably learned in the last years, because what needed to happen is for me to grow beyond who I used to be to become the person that I'm becoming today, right? And in that process, man, I'm building $1 million careers. Like, I'm changing people's lives. So we got two big goals this year, two big goals. One is to generate $1 million in revenue here in 2026. The second big goal is to build a 50,000 member ecosystem with inside the newsletter. Today, we got over 6,000 strong. That thing has been growing like crazy. Thanks to you, the love, the support you've been showing. You've been showing up and showing out. So let's make sure you give yourself a round of applause, family. Let's do that. There we go. Let's get into it. So today we're going to be streaming across Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. We got the whole family in one place like we always do. The comment box, the chat boxes are wide open. You can drop your first name, what platform you're streaming from. I'll make sure to say hi and thank you. Listen, if you are a first-time visitor, man, let me give you a round of applause. Thank you. All of my returning visitors out there, listen, you know what I'm going to say. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up, showing out, and showing the love. So let a couple of call of actions in this live, right? We want to impact and affect as many people as possible. So invite other like-minded individuals like yourself who's trying to angle to get that bag, who's angling to get that next position, who's angling to level up to another level they've never been to before. Invite those people to this live, because I do this every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. They're 30 minutes or less, okay? That's one thing. The other thing, sign up for the newsletter, real talk, because I'm going to grow that thing to $50,000. And in the inside of that, I'm going to start delivering some tools that are going to be some free tools for you to use, and then some other options for you to continue to invest in yourself as well. Today, what are we going to be talking about? Oh, really quick, let me pause. I see more people coming in. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you for popping in. I see you, I see TikTok family already, Lamino, and then live abundant Mark. Hopefully I got that right? Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. Today is episode 77, family. 77. What are we talking about today? Let's get into it. Come on, where's my drum roll? Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Boom, 77. Dude, you're thinking too much. Again, why do we keep doing that? Like, just listen, maybe it's you, but I'm just going to tell you from my point of view, I've been there, done that. So this episode is about you're thinking too much again. And it's preventing us from growing. It's preventing us from getting that $1 million bag. It's preventing us from getting that corporate office. It's preventing us from leveling up. It's preventing us from changing circles. Dude, you keep thinking, you're thinking too much again. So let me ask you, when did thinking become your biggest slowdown? Y'all know somebody like that? You just think way too much and it's just slowing you entirely down. So when did thinking become your biggest slowdown? Listen, it's not from lack of ideas. It's not from lack of discipline. It's not even from lack of effort. It's from overthinking. Y'all know people like that? Like, they run in the same scenarios, replaying the same decisions, analyzing every move that they make. They trying to get it right every single time, trying to just be precise every single time, trying to avoid mistakes like mistakes never happen. And in the process, you know what happens? Everything slows down because all the stuff that I just mentioned before. So here's the message. Overthinking is not preparation. It's hesitation on a delayed time loop, family. So let's process that for a minute. Like, think about it. Think about it really quick. Let me see. Let me get to my comments real quick, because I got some people tapping in. Hey, thank y'all for tapping in. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, as well as TikTok. I see you, Crystal. Thanks for tapping in. I see you, Live Bound. I see you, Lamino. I see you, Right You. So episode 77. Let's finish. So yeah, we just finished processing that. Some people may refer to this as brain fog. Y'all have heard that before, brain fog, which is just lack of focus or mental clarity. You've ever experienced that on your build as you're trying to build your $1 million brand, as you're trying to get to that next level of your success, you hit that mental fog. Thanks for tapping in, her. I appreciate you, right? So some people refer to this as brain fog. It's a lack of focus, but we're going to fix that. So here's the promise. In this episode, we're going to get into something that shows up at the higher levels. And you know what it is? It's overthinking. So we're not talking about being careless with your time. We're not talking about ignoring strategy. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about moving without direction. Like, that's a real thing. I'm talking about when your thinking becomes a replacement for execution. Y'all know people like that? Like, there's something you need to be doing, but you spent all day thinking about doing that thing, but never actually do that thing. Y'all know people like that? Like, okay, I'm just going to make it general. Just make it really general. You're driving a car. You're driving your car. The light comes on and your gas is running low. At some point, guess what? I need to get gas, right? At some point, I know I need to get gas, because if I don't get this gas, I'm going to run out of gas. You ever ran out of gas before? Like, if it happens in your car, it happens in real life, in your business. So instead of executing on that thought process that you've been running through your head all single day, you're on that delayed feedback or that time loop where you don't do anything but just sit there in your thoughts. And then you're wondering why didn't I get that promotion? Why didn't I get that raise? Why am I not building my 6-figure job? Why am I not getting that $1 million, business growth, right? So by the end of this, you're going to understand why overthinking increases as you grow, how analysis quietly kills your momentum, and what to do when you feel stuck in your head, family. And here's what I had to learn. And it may actually surprise some people right here. Clarity doesn't come from thinking longer. No, that's not the case. It comes from moving faster. I know I'm going to lose some people on this one. Listen, family, I do these lives every single day. Invite other like-minded individuals like yourself who's scaling up, who's getting to another level, who believes in positivity, who believes in surrounding themselves and creating a circle that's going to help them get to the next level. This is the place right here, right? So invite other like-minded individuals to this Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time, every single day, 30 minutes or less episodes. Today's episode is 77. So what does that mean? 76 other episodes can be found and seen for free, either on my YouTube page and or my LinkedIn page if you follow me on LinkedIn. So underneath my events tab, you will find the other 76 episodes, right? So let's get into it. Let me pause really quick. LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, as well as Instagram. The whole family's in one place. The comment boxes are open. So don't be a stranger. Like, I'm live right now. We're doing this thing. It's April 28th. It is 12:07, 12:08 p.m. like Central Standard Time. So let's get into it. There's a pattern, and that, like, listen, I'm going to share with you. At the very beginning, you just move, right? Y'all know people like that. At the very beginning, when it's all fresh and new, you don't have any knowledge of anything, and you're just like, okay, I'm going to do that thing, and you just do that thing because you're not fearful of anything at this point, not yet. So we do that at the very beginning. Like, you don't know enough to be afraid of anything that's preventing you from slowing down, right? You're at this point, you're not overanalyzing any of your thought processes. You just begin to move. Like, what you're doing, you're taking shots at this point. In the very beginning, this is what happens when you're building your career, when you're building your brand, when you're angling for that office. You just start taking shots because you're thinking, man, this is what I need to do if I'm going to move up. If I'm going to elevate, I got to be taking those shots. I can't score if I'm not in the game, right? You can't score if you're not in the game. And so that's why beginners sometimes move faster than people that's already been in the game a long time. But as you begin to grow and separate yourself, things start to change, right? You get more experience, you get more awareness, you have more pressure surrounding you. So now you've got something to protect. So right now you feel like, okay, I've done a lot. I'm here. I don't want to misstep and fall off course. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to slow down my thinking process so I take fewer shots. And by taking fewer shots, you think you're actually going to grow up, and you don't. That's not how it works, family. So now you got something to protect, right? I see you, Brick. Thanks for popping in. So what happens in this process? You start thinking more, right? And you start questioning things. Is this the right move for me? What if this doesn't work? What's the best way to do this, right? Should I wait until I have more clarity? All these thoughts start popping into your head right now while you're building that thing. And in the moment, it sounds extremely smart. That sounds like what you should be doing. But here's a problem, okay? Thinking too long delays your learning, family. Real talk. Like delayed learning is actually slow progress. You don't figure things out in your head, you figure things out in motion. I'm going to lose some people, right? You're thinking, what? Huh? You don't figure them out in your head. You figure them out in motion, right? So it's fear. That's all it is. A lot of this right here is fear. And then because I'm trying to protect myself, I've grown up a little bit. Now I have a little bit of status. People are starting to see me different. Like I've been at my job for 3 years. I don't want to rock the boat, right? Or I've been here 7 years and I still keep getting passed over for promotions, but I'm too afraid to say anything because I don't want people to see me differently. Or I go against the company culture. Like this is what I'm talking about right here. Or guess what? I'm a mid-level professional, or I'm a coach, or I'm an entrepreneur, and I know there's things that I should be doing. Like I should be visible. I should be creating content for myself. I should be creating feedback loops. I should be creating lead magnets. I should be doing all these things, right? But you stop doing these things because you're trying to protect yourself because you think it's the right move. I've seen it far too many times. We can't get to our $1 million bag, family, if we stay up in here in our head. So we actually have to get the reps. You actually have to get the feedback when you put yourself out there. Some of the things you're going to do, they're not going to land. Like everybody that takes a shot don't make the shot, but it doesn't stop you from shooting. We got to keep shooting, family. That's where the reps are. Once you get those reps, you get the feedback, you get the insight, you get the knowledge. That knowledge helps propel you to get to the next level. And that's the part that most people miss right there, right? Man, I'm going to miss some people with this. I'm getting over your head. Listen, I had to catch myself in real time, like moments where I was just sitting there running through that same thought process, running through that same loop, same questions I keep asking myself, same scenarios I keep running through my head, same hesitation, no new answers, right? Just more time passing me by without action. Y'all ever been there before? Maybe it's just me. But like I caught myself doing that. Then I had to ask myself, I was like, okay, Pat, listen, is this thinking actually producing a decision or delaying one? Think about that. Is your thinking actually producing a decision or actually delaying one? Like that question, it'll check you because it checked me. Because some thinking is absolutely necessary. I'm not saying you don't think, like you lose your mind as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a mid-level professional. You don't lose your thinking. No, thinking is necessary. But most overthinking, family, we're talking about overthinking, is just avoiding the moment that you have to actually commit to something. And this is where a lot of people, they get stuck. You need to commit to a direction. You need to commit to a move. You need to commit to being wrong if things doesn't work. And that's what people resist right there. They resist that commitment that's going to make them feel or look the type of way, and that uncomfortableness right there. So not the thinking part. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about the commitment part. Real talk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I see you, Brittany. Thanks for tapping in. Star, Secret, Brick, Jigman, Her, Acquired, Ritu, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, as well as Instagram. Don't forget, I do these every single day, Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. Invite other like-minded individuals like yourself who are interested in scaling and growing and get to another level of career success, whether that's personally in your life or professionally in your business, right? We're getting there. That's what this build is about, helping you get unstuck so we can get to the next level. The frameworks, the playbooks, the whole nine. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, this is a good chance to do that. I got the links, I got the QR codes, I got the floating banner, or you can simply type newsletter and I'll make sure you personally get your invite as well. I see you, Armani. I see you, Carol. I see you, Brittany. Thanks for tapping in. So there's a shift that I had to make, and I'm going to share it with you real quick. Like I had to change how I think. The goal isn't to eliminate your thinking, right? The goal is to control it. How can we control our thinking? 3 shifts I'm going to share with you. Number 1, you want to set a decision window. What do we mean by this? Like you don't have unlimited time to think. And this is what a lot of people think. You're like, man, I just need to sit here, and you sit here all freaking day and you're thinking and you're thinking and you're thinking and nothing has happened, right? So set a decision window. You don't have unlimited time to think. Give yourself a window, then decide what is that window for you? Is it 30 minutes? Is it 45 minutes? Is it an hour? Is it half an hour? Is it one afternoon, an evening walk? Like you. So number 1 is absolutely set a decision window. You don't have unlimited time to think. So once you get that window, then you're going to decide once that time frame is up, and that forces movement. So that's number one. That's going to help you get unstuck. Number two, move before it feels perfect. I lose some people right here all the time. Listen, if you wait until everything makes sense for you, like it's absolutely perfect, you've waited way too long. Other people have been moving while you're sitting there thinking. And then we're wondering why, again, I haven't got that promotion. I haven't got that corner office. I haven't got that six-figure position. I haven't reached $1 million in my business. We're sitting there waiting while other people are actually moving. They're taking the shots that you yourself said you wanted to take, but you're not taking those shots. Number three, treat action as part of thinking. What are we talking about here? Execution is not separate. It's part of the process. It goes hand in hand. You will have to execute in order to grow. You act, you learn, and then you adjust. It goes in that order. That's real clarity right there. And that shift, that changed everything for me. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. So now thinking had a purpose, right? Not a place to hide. Y'all with me? Y'all let me know if you're with me. I'm about to land this thing and get you out of here. Today's gonna be a short one. I'm gonna get you out of here. I just wanted to hit you with the high points, give you the message, and then let's get you out of here really quick. So here's what this build is reinforcing to me, and I'm happy to share it with you. Awareness is valuable, right? Strategy actually matters. Clarity helps, and it really does. But speed, family, once you tap into your speed, speed unlocks everything for you, okay? The faster you move, the faster you learn, the faster you adjust, the faster you actually grow. That's the difference. You're no different, or I'm no different from anybody else. The only thing I'm doing is I actually thought about doing some things, and I said, you know what? Let's actually do that thing you've been thinking about. Let's not get stuck. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's put ourselves in a public place that challenges us to actually learn some things in the process. Because to actually get on camera and actually have some talking points, you have to learn how to actually communicate in front of a camera. You have to learn what lighting looks like. You have to learn how to write a script. You have to learn with getting uncomfortable and putting yourself out there, right? You have to learn to create content. You have to learn to use AI. Like all these things you have to do when you're building your business, when you're building your brand. And I'm sharing this with you. This is not to gloat. What this is to help you family get unstuck so we can get our $1 million bag here in 2026. Because it's there. Like people are making money doing the same thing you're doing. Like they're leveling up, they're scaling up, doing the same thing you're doing, sharing their knowledge, providing their insight, and then challenging the quote unquote culture so they can get to where they need to be. Family, visibility is no longer an option here in 2026, but we're still playing a game like we're playing checkers or we're playing chess. This is life, family. That's the difference. Some people, they sit in their thoughts. Others, they turn that thought into actual action. And that's what separates the doers from the non-doers. You're not confused, family. You're just sitting there overthinking and then questioning why. Because we're still overthinking. Family, you know what we need to do? Just move. Just move. So here's where we're going next. Episode 78. We're going to get into the phase that nobody likes to talk about right here, okay? And it's not at the beginning of starting something new, right? Not when you've realized the breakthrough in your business or in your professional life. I'm talking about the nasty, ugly middle, right? Where most people, they quietly fall off and they fold their tent and then they quit the game entirely altogether. Family, I'm your host, Patrick Hart, known as that healthcare guy across some industries. Make sure you give me a follow. I don't care which platform you follow me on. Love is love, support is support. The other thing, to invite other like-minded individuals to these lives. I do these every single day, noon Central Standard Time. Lastly, invite other like-minded individuals like yourself so we can learn and grow together. And then the other thing, too, is if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, we're over 6,000 strong. We're growing it to 50,000 plus. I could use your face, your voice, your messages on the inside. So I appreciate the love and support. Thanks for rocking with your boy. Talk to you tomorrow.